she wants the police to arrest me. Think I just like, what does she think that she is? She must be locked up. Today is the day. People are calling weird. I believe I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. Treat me like this. Hi, hello. That's a lot of me. So, hi, today I have a story time. Today is light. I'm facing a window and there's the sun. I want this to be on my face, but I don't know if I can look at it. But we are going to talk. We are going to have a story time. I just wanted to do something different today, Be different. Ugh. Okay. I think this is better. I just wanted to do something different today. Just talk a different format, So today we're gonna have a story time, and I was thinking about something, about boys, but I decided like no, no, no boys. Well, it's gonna come. It's gonna be a little bit different. So we are going to talk about. Sorry. This no tell my story without interruption. So I was saying that today, hello. I was saying that today we're going to talk about girls. No, today we're going to talk about hating hating a stranger. So I live in a foreign country, and I live in a foreign country, and I'm an introvert. I mind my own business. I don't, even in my country, I don't mind other people's business. I can be a little bit shy, a little bit reserved, and I observe situation before I insert myself into, you know, into some groups and stuff like that. I've always been like that. And people sometimes misinterpret my character as someone who does not like people. Well, there's a little bit of truth in that, but in general, I'm just a little bit shy, and sometimes I live a lot in my head. I don't even notice what's happening around me sometimes, because I'm so consumed of all the scenario, all the idea, all the little thing that goes on here, and I'm not even aware of what's happening out there. So there are people who misread that, and they feel like, I'm being pompous, I'm being this, I'm being I think that I'm better than other people, and there's so many other interpretation of my character that people like. I'm not gonna say they're all lies. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes I just feel like, maybe I'm just better than you, and I don't want to associate with you, or I just feel like, we're not compatible, so there's no need for us to be in the same environment, because it's just gonna bring some issues, or I'm gonna feel it's not gonna fulfill me. So why am I gonna insert myself into that environment when I don't I don't feel comfortable with that? So some people just, mislabel you like, you're being too pompous. I just enjoy my own company. I enjoy being alone. I enjoy doing things by myself, and it's not always well received. So that brings us to today's story time, and my first story time. I hope I'm gonna tell a lot of stories from now on, but yes, I just wanted to start. This is where I wanted to start. I wanted to start with this story. So I worked in this hotel, and we had no. I was not the employee of the hotel. I was working for a spa which was my sister's spa. So I was working there as front manager, and then later on I became a therapist at the same time. So I was working there for years. For years I've been working there, and there's other shops that people rent other shops around. So most of the time, I was a little bit with other people who were working with me. The way I was more of like authority figure. So there are other people around, and those people, they're locals. I'm not. And the other people from the other shop, they have also employees and stuff like that. So most of the time, the my co-workers, they talk to other people because they speak the same language. I do not speak their language. So and on top of that, I'm pretty introvert. I live on my own, in my own head, and there's so many other reasons I can give. And sometimes people, you just don't click. Sometimes I don't even notice you. I Your presence is not being, you know you are not that impressive for me to notice you sometimes. So I just haven't noticed you. And if you did not say hi to me, and sometimes I don't even say hi to you, it's not because I don't want to say hi to people. Sometimes I don't think about it. Sometimes I'm living my own head. Sometimes I prefer that. I prefer when, if you see me and you don't think that we have a lot to talk about, please don't say hi to me. Just pass your way. It becomes awkward if we don't feel that vibe of saying hi to each other. It's better not to do it, and we just leave. You just respect. It's like I'm saying, sometimes it's just like that. You see people and your vibe is not the same. You don't vibrate in the same vibration. So you just don't acknowledge each other, and that's fine. There's nothing like, that should be there. Like, no, people start exaggerating, like, no, this girl is pampered, this girl is like this. And I didn't even know that was, well, how I was perceived to this particular person. But yes, the if so one day I was during COVID. So COVID passed, and businesses started opening, and since we're a spa, so we had closed, and then we're going to open again. We're going to open, and we normally we have the company had a driver, and the car for the company, I used to drive it also. And I had an accident maybe 2 years prior to that moment, and it was not even in that same place that I had an accident. It was almost the same car, and it's not the same car, but the car was identical to the one that was, or the driver was driving that day. So that day we came to, just to see the place. I wanted to collect something, and I was rushing to go to another location. We had two locations for the business. So the location for the hotel was pretty much closed at this point because of COVID, but we still have all our stuff that side. So I was supposed to get something quickly and get out, and the driver was in the car, and the parking space was really, really busy. And so he had to turn the car so that is, ready to go if someone else is need to get out, and if I come, we can just get out. So there were this lady who also had like her shop, but that was like um the lady had a travel agency shop, I believe. So the lady was old. Old white lady was, was parked and was getting out. So she was not paying really she was not paying attention to the driver who was in the car and hit him. by reversing. So when he hit the car, and I was not even there. The driver was there, and then that was their issue. So when I got there, I saw that the that was the situation. So I asked, okay, and the driver said that, oh no, there's this lady. This what happened, and the lady is saying that, we should just go to quick fix, which was, some garage to go and fix the car. So I was like, I know the owner of the car. This is not how she likes things to be done. We have to go to the police. We have to call the police, and we have to have a police report. Why are we going to let this lady pay from her pocket when we have insurance? Insurance can pay for this. And the lady was scared to go to the police for some reason. So there's this another person who was not even working for the lady, who just saw a situation happening, and because the lady was white, was not talking the language, insert herself into, like being an advocate to the lady. And so started explaining that, no, we should just go that side. And then um she told the driver, like, can you just talk to her, like we should just go. I was like, this is not my car, I can't make this decision that, we should just go to the garage. And why would you want to do that when we can just go to the police and get the police report and have the insurance company pay for this? It's pretty easy. So the lady started crying, the white lady started crying. So I was like, I'm sorry, this is also my job. I can't just make a decision to someone else's property. I really want to help, but this is the only way we can help. The police is not gonna have any issue with you. It's just a quick report, and then we're done. So we call the police. The police comes, and we take the car and we go back to the police station. And because I was not there, I was sitting in the car. I, I was pretty much a passenger princess, you know. And so I was sitting in the car. Then they went to inside the police station to, the driver was our driver, the lady, and that other lady, the white lady, and that other lady who just inserted herself into the situation because she wanted to explain. So she goes there, and I was sitting in the car, was, like, hey, the driver got this. He can explain the situation. I was not even there, so I don't know how I can help in this situation. So we sat there. I sat there for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's like, damn, this is taking way too long. It's supposed to be a fast forward situation. 3 hour and a half, and I was in all that was happening. I was preparing my paper to travel. I was traveling, so I was like, what's happening? I was supposed to go and get like a COVID test, but now I was stuck in this situation. I was just like, okay, what can I do? I should just wait for it. And the driver came out later. So long for you to be, it was supposed to be a quick police report, and then we go about our day. It was not even a big deal. It was just a light that she knocked off the light, and we were supposed to fix that. It was not a big issue. uh, and the small scratch was not a big issue. So it's like, no, it became something very different. The lady that just inserted herself into the situation was saying that we're supposed to lock you up. I was like, lock who up? What do you mean lock me up? So like, yeah, I would say that, oh no, you are pretty pompous, you don't say hi to people. This was not the first time that you had an accident. I was like, me, I was not there. I was not there with you guys. What do you mean? This is not my first time. Yes, I had the accident before, but I was not driving this car. I was not even there when this situation happened. And why do you even need to lock someone up? No one died. And there's not even much damage. It's like, this could have been an easy situation, and she just wanted to bring it at the police. She's a very bad person. She doesn't respect people. She's very, very rude to people. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, okay. She was like, she's very, very rude to people. She doesn't respect people. She doesn't say hi to people. She thinks that she's better than everybody. Blah, blah, blah. You must lock her up and scare her. I can't just go home today without seeing her, have some kind of punishment. And the police officer was like, you came here because of an accident. Was she there when the accident happened? No. So what is your problem? Like, yeah, because this is not the first time that they had this situation. I was like, which situation? Yeah, she had an accident, before. Yeah. Was it, and then the driver was like, well, yeah, that accident was not even this car. And in this situation, she was not even there. What do you mean? And she was like, yeah, 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 yeah. She has that girl has issues. She doesn't say hi to people. She's this, she's that. She thinks she's better than everybody. So the police officer was like, if you have an issue with her, you should come back with another report. You should come back with another report, because this was not a report. This is supposed to be an accident that happened, and was just supposed to get a police report about this situation. No one died. There's nothing that happened. You knock a couple lights out, and someone has to go to be locked out. Like, no, you need to teach her a lesson that she need to respect people. She need to, she need to value people. Blah 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 blah. And the driver was like, she doesn't even bother people. And oh, she never say hi to me. Did you say hi to her? And she said no, she did not say hi to you. Oh no. So what is your problem exactly? It's like, yeah, that's my problem. She thinks she's other. You think that she thinks she's better than other people. And what if she thinks like that? Is it punishable by law? Is it? No. But let's at the end of the day, was like, no, I can't go out. We can't end this situation without, her having some kind of punishments. Like, if you have a problem, you should come back. You should come back and report her for this situation, instead of you wasting other people's time like this. So, and the driver just came back and was just explaining to me. I was like, I I've never even noticed this person until today. Until today, I've never noticed this person, and this person has this much to say about me, my small person. It has all this anger and whatever, build up in her about me, and she want the police to arrest me for what? For not saying hi? Is it punishable by law? I was like, okay. I was very, very surprised. It was a very surprising, um situation. Was like, how do you wake up one morning and just decide to hate someone because they don't say hi to you, and want the police to lock them up? Like, that is crazy. Since that day, I was like, so I'm just walking around here and thinking, like, I don't owe anyone anything. I don't have a problem with people, but someone really want me to be chained up. Not even a good way. Not That is just beyond me. And I wanted to share this. Was like, you should be careful when you're walking around. When you're walking around, you think that, ah, I don't have a problem with anyone. I don't owe anyone money. I don't have anything, but there's someone who's just sitting in some corner and looking at just like, what does she think that she is? She thinks that she's all that. She thinks like, blah 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 blah. I was like, I didn't even know. You are losing sleep. You are losing sleep about someone who does not even know that you exist. And I'm not even a celebrity yet. What if I become that? What if I become a What are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? I don't even have, I have nothing. is just, managing a small office, and someone just there, like, when she saw this situation, she was like, this is my time. I got this girl. Today she must be locked up. Today is the day. She must be punished for not saying hi to me. She must be punished. She has to see the consequences of her action. She must be locked up. Today is the day, and I'm not gonna get out of this police station until she's locked up. And I was like, oh, this is very serious. People have issues. People have issues. I deal with my mental health. I have my anxiety and my depression and shit. But people have serious problem. It's weird. It's like, how do you just sit there and hate on someone who doesn't even know of your existence? And even if they knew of your existence, someone who just don't say hi. If you see someone and think that they should say hi to you, maybe you should say hi to them first. Maybe you should start the conversation. Did you start the conversation? No. Even if you started the conversation and the person does not want to engage, I mean, is it punishable by law? It's a little bit revolting, but that's all the reason not to be like, hey, this person is not a good person and I do not want to be involved with this person. That I believe that's how you should go about it. It's like, this person doesn't like people, then I don't want to be involved with them. I don't want to talk to them. That's how I will react. Do you know the number of time I say hi to people and people just ignore me? And for someone who's shy, someone who does not like to do that, just when you do that, it brings this shame, like, I should have just shut up. Why did I do that? And you just go into this the hiding place, like you want to hide yourself, like, why did I say hi? Or even when you say hi, someone does not hear you, or the things. The other day I was just going to the bank, and I saw this person who used to be old client, and I wave, and she looked at me right in the eye and just ignored me. I don't know. Sometimes people they're upset minded, or she just did ignore me. I don't know what was the exact situation, but it was pretty haunting to me. But I didn't sit there and feel like she must be locked up one day. No, it was like, I should have just not pretended I did not see her in the first place. That's I blame myself for that situation. It was like, next time, darling, I'm not gonna say hi to you. I'm gonna pretend I don't know you. I'm gonna pretend I did not see you. I'm gonna pretend I've never seen you before. That's how I feel like a normal person will react to that situation. And it was not even that situation. She never say hi. She never, started a conversation of any kind. And but she was just there mad that I've never started a conversation. Oh, and another thing, she was mad that I've never learned the language of the local language. Like, what if I'm just dumb? What if I'm just dumb? I cannot learn something new. So that should be punishable by law. But right now, it's not a law. It's not a requirement in this country. But if you do not speak the country language, that means that it should be. It's fine. Or people talk to me crazy because of that. People judge me because of that. And I have, I've been in a situation where I'm buying something, and because I do not speak the language, someone will overcharge me, and that is me paying for that, for my lack of knowledge, my lack of speaking the language. People take advantage of some situation. That's me paying for that, my ignorance of not knowing the language. But you want me locked up for that. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. But yes, that was my story time today. And I hope I did not go too long about this. So this is the first. Next time I'm gonna bring a little bit more hit. I believe a little bit heated story. But yes, that was my story. That was my story. That was my story. That was my story. Weird story. People are weird. People are pretty weird. I believe I'm weird. I'm a weirdo, you know, because of just my anxiety and, being pretty much introvert and stuff like that. But some people are just sick. That is a sickness. I don't know if you watch Abba and Preach, but yeah, that is a sickness of the highest level. Why would you even, open your mouth and suggest such a thing to a police officer? I mean, if that was done and you go home and sleep, that is crazy. That is crazy. But anyway, thank you for being here, for listening to me. Just let that out. I wanted to let something out, and I've since that thing happened, I've never really. I think I talked about it like twice. When I got home, I had to explain to my sister, like, yo, listen, this is what happened to me. And one day when I was home, I was talking to my mom also. I was like, yeah, this, in this country that I'm in, this is what happened to me the other day. And yeah, that was pretty much it for today. I'm gonna sign off. So kisses.